National Weather Service has issued a riff advisory for the following short. Doppler radar indicated this hairstyle has long expired. Trace buyers report it looks cheap.
I love you, Nora. Do you love me?
A small craft warning has been issued for this
You're
gentleman.
the only girl I've dated in 2 months. We get along fine. You do love me, don't you?
I think so, but I'll have to think about it.
Please seek shelter for possible incel rant on social media.
Hello, dear.
Hello, Mom.
Have a nice time?
I'll say.
Chance of survival at hand, 80%.
Such a smooth dancer. Mom, how can I tell if... how did you know when you were in love with Dad?
Oh, I've been in love several times before.
Mother was purported to be town mattress.
Several times?
Mm-hmm. And each time I thought I'd found my Prince Charming. Most people fall in love quite a few times in their lives.
Well, then...
Cover eyes and barging decent thoughts now.
Well, I'll have to think about that. Let's save it tomorrow, shall we?
All right. Good night.
Good night, dear.
Chance of rain in bed sheets, 75%.
Most people fall in love quite a few times. I wonder if Jack knows that.
I tell you, Bob, I haven't dated any girl but Nora in 2 months. We're really in love.
Uh-huh. And you were really in love with Betty and Mary and Dallas and I don't know who else.
High risk of homosexuality detected.
Oh, no. That's over with. You know, Bob, Nora's the prettiest girl I've ever known. She's just as beautiful as...
Beautiful. And you think that's all that matters?
IQ drop below room temperature. Small craft advisory has meant to include shallow brain.
Bob, did you feel this way when you fell in love with Jean?
Oh, look. I've felt that way lots of times. The trouble with you is, you don't seem to understand what love is really about. You young punks go to the movies a couple of times, do a little necking, and you think you're in love.
Not to mention $3,000 donated to
All I wanted
OnlyFans.
to do was ask. You don't have to get sore about it, do you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack, but look at it this way. You just haven't been around enough to know what love really is.
It's certainly not a one-night stand, that's for
It's
sure.
nothing like the slush they
All
give you
right,
in the
gimmick's
movie.
over.
Well, I don't know, Bob.
That's right. You don't know. Maybe you would understand better if... Say, I've got an idea. How'd you like to double date with Jean and me tomorrow night?
Why, sure, Bob. That would be swell.
And if shit don't work out, exchange girlfriends.
Get some sleep now. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, Jack, that sounds like loads of fun.
Will to live,
See you tonight.
leaving.
Goodbye. Guess what, Mother? Jack
Pretty
and I
bold
are
to
going
include
on
a director's
double
chair
date
for
with
no
Jack's
reason.
brother Bob and his girlfriend. They're engaged and so much in love. Jeannie has the most beautiful diamond.
Oh, that's fine, dear.
Whatever gets you out of my hair.
He's awfully nice.
I do, too.
And speaking of love, weren't you and I going to talk about that today?
Yes, we were.
I've been thinking about your question, and, well, suppose we look at these snapshots together,
Time to embarrass you with baby pig skin.
What do they have to do with love?
Oh, I was just thinking that they might help you to understand how your capacity for love grows and develops just as you grow and develop.
And to an old cat lady down the street.
Look at this one.
Oh, Mother, did you have to keep that?
You know, in a way, you were in love even then. Every baby loves its parents for their care and protection.
Just as they love shitting their pampers with
Some
stenches that
people
could kill nations.
expect that care and protection all their lives. They never grow up. But it is a kind of love. Now, compare that with this picture.
Oh God, he snapped that bear's neck!
Next door. My, how he did love his teddy bear.
Quite an abusive relationship.
Love?
That's right. That's a kind of love, too. Possessiveness. A love for the things you own.
Like anime waifu pillows.
Some of us never get over being possessive when we're in love, do we?
You're beginning to understand. Now, here's a snap that shows how we learn to return love by doing things for others.
Especially for your husband, or bad things
But
will
what about
happen.
love of our friends? Isn't that a stage of love?
Yes, I think it is. Here, look at this.
That's us
Well, that's
auditioning for The
Betty
Wizard of
and Alice
Oz.
and
We
Anne.
lost to that Garland
I took that
slut.
picture with my first camera. Oh, I know. There was a time when I wouldn't look at anyone but my special friends. I guess that was a stage of love.
Yes.
Thank
And
God for those
boys go through
schizophrenia
a similar
medications.
stage when they stick together in gangs and won't have anything to do with girls.
We soon changed that.
Now, let's see. Oh, do you remember this picture?
The captain of the football team.
John Madden?
That was 2 or 3 years ago. He never knew how much I loved him. I guess he never knew I existed at all.
In his defense,
Well,
he
we all
had
go
frequent
through
concussions.
crushes like that on teachers or sports stars or movie stars. Then after a while, there's a stage that some people call puppy love.
Name after Arthur C. Puppy.
Why, that's Morris. I'd almost completely forgotten that.
Remember how important it seemed at the time?
I'll say.
And it really was important as a part of learning how to love and be loved.
And never to be loved at all.
Oh, look. There's the couple who met at camp last summer. I certainly caught them.
So did Jason Voorhees, those poor souls.
And that's another stage where the physical side of love dominates. Sometimes this is mistaken for mature love, but there's a difference.
And it's usually $20.
That's a new way of thinking about it. How can you tell when love is mature?
Well, mature love is more settled.
We talking short bus special or?
Mature love has something of the other kinds of love in it and something more. It's tender, unselfish, cooperative.
When you want to hold, please, when you got to give a little tenderness.
That's a good idea, dear. And if you aren't sure, you can always ask yourself some questions.
Don't ask Reddit, though.
Are we really interested in the same things? Do we feel at ease together?
Will this require a prenup?
Are we proud of each other? Do we agree on the basic things such as religion, marriage, children, money?
These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl.
That'll help.
I hope so, dear.
Are we really interested in the same thing?
Like 90s boy bands.
Do we feel at ease together?
What really happened to Baby
Are we
Jane?
proud of each other? Are we agreed on basic things?
Do I know someone who's diagnosed with mesothelioma?
I'm going to watch Bob and Jean, see if they have a mature love.
Live from the Ed Sullivan Theater, it's The Late Show with David Letterman. We got a whole restaurant to ourselves. Thanks, Hollywood.
Jack, how did you like the store, my old friend? I've never seen a Chinese store before in my life. We've been here for quite some time.
Oh, I'm having a wonderful time. I've never been here before. Oh, we're so glad you could come.
Well, wait, the first time come is said tonight.
Yes, we sort of found it together, you might say, and we come here quite often. Oh, the real Chinese dishes are over here.
But let's avoid the Wuhan Bat Lo Mein.
Came today.
What? Oh, the season tickets for our concert series.
And guess what? You're going to have to sit through another concert by that young French pianist you didn't like.
You mean the same one we saw last season?
That's right.
I'm gonna knock you senseless when they're not around.
He has real talent.
Well, maybe, but only if he's improved.
Oh, Bob. Well, at least we'll have fun debating it.
Do Bob and Jean have a mature love? Are they interested in the same thing?
And are they happy with their insurance provider?
I'll say they are. They seem to have so many things to talk about and do together.
Say, Nora, talking about music,
Who are you again?
have you heard the new recording of the Brahms Violin Concerto?
Well, no, I guess I never really learned to appreciate classical music.
Unless Post Malone collabs with them.
Are Jack and I interested in the same thing? I wonder. Another question Mom asked. Do we feel at ease with each other?
And just enough to give our granddaughter to
There's no
spoil.
telling what we'll get, but I'm willing to take a chance if you are.
Oh, that's the fun of it, Bob. What about some of this watercress salad?
That's a fine idea.
Bob and Jean certainly are at ease with each other.
The alcohol and a cab ride over certainly helped.
But what about us?
Well, I've made up my mind. I'm going to have the leg of lamb.
It's a Panda Express, not Texas Steakhouse.
I thought it would be fun to try a Chinese dish.
That's all right if you like that stuff. Me, I'll stick to the lamb.
Well,
Oh, come on, Nora. Take a chance with us on the lobster Cantonese.
How do you know it's peer pressure?
no, I don't always feel at ease with Jack. He's so unpredictable. I guess I am, too.
I mean, I did
You
make a
don't really
long
know.
random post earlier tonight.
And Mom talks about being proud of each other. I wonder if I could ever be as proud of Jack as Jean is of
Do
Bob.
you understand English? I'm a Harvard graduate,
Not right
fuckface.
here and now, maybe. But he does have his
And he
point.
took out his quilly dick and he said it was this big. And I said, that's disgusting.
But I wonder if we'd ever agree on basic things.
Like Team Edward or Team
Jack,
Jacob?
You know who I saw today? I saw Bill Johnson and his wife. You know, they've got a fine pair of little kids. They dress them up like cowboys.
Kids are such fun. Don't you think so, Nora?
They're fun to hear crying loudly on a fully booked night owl flight.
Children. Oh, we've never talked about things like that. Or religion, or marriage, or money.
Not even what Gonzo
Bob
pledged
and Jean
loyalty
really
to.
understand each other. They do have a mature love.
We now join General Hospital in progress.
Nora,
Jack, about our talk at the dance last night. In the garden, you know.
Of Eden?
Well, I guess after seeing Bob and Jean, well, I think that love, a real mature love, is more than I'd imagined.
It was the
I
tacky
guess so.
socks, wasn't it?
on Bob and Jean it looks all right. But
We're not ready for that kind of attachment, are we?
I mean, where's the love?
We can
It's not
still have
enough,
fun,
you know,
can't
to
we?
make the world go round and
sure we
round.
can. Would you like, how about going roller skating next Friday night?
Oh, Jack, that's a wonderful idea. That's the kind of fun I like.
Twisting my ankles into dust is fun.
8:15.
Oh, swell. I'll see you then, and thanks for this evening. Good night.
Good night.
Meanwhile, young Hathaway just got an idea for his one-hit wonder.